Meanwhile, the global pandemic has made the journey of crossing the U.S.-Mexico border even more complicated for migrants. Cronkite News reporter Delaney White spoke with an asylum seeker forced to wait outside the U.S. for their hearing.
Making the journey across the U.S. border is full of challenges, and for many migrants, those challenges continue once they have entered the U.S. We spoke with Jacqueline Martinez about her unique experience migrating from Guatemala to the U.S. during the COVID-19 pandemic. After making the journey to the U.S., some migrants seeking asylum are being sent back across the border to wait for their hearing in another country. Jacqueline Martinez is one of many who have been detained by Border Patrol and sent to Mexico to wait for their hearing after fleeing from what she called a dangerous situation in her home country.
Me asaltaron, me quitaron todo y me apuntaron con un arma y una pistola.
Martinez explains her experience with Border Patrol agents after entering the U.S.
Nos entrevistaron y todo, pero la verdad es que ellos más que todo nos obligaron a poner las huellas y todo, nos engañaron, más que todo nos forzaron, nos obligaron, porque la verdad ni siquiera sabíamos qué estábamos firmando nosotros, y así fue como nos deportaron para acá.
Martinez was deported to Sonora, Mexico, where she is awaiting her hearing at the Casa del Migrante shelter. The director of the shelter, Martin Salgado, explains that there has been a massive increase in the number of migrants they are assisting.
Porque antes de la pandemia servíamos en promedio 2,000 comidas al mes. Y en lo que ha sido la pandemia, esos números se multiplicaron y hoy estamos dando en promedio 5,000 comidas al mes.
According to the latest numbers from CBP, during the month of August 2020, a total of 46,864 individuals were apprehended between ports of entry on the southwest border, compared to 38,463 in July and 30,767 in June. The Department of Homeland Security reports over 3,000 refugees admitted into the country in the fiscal year 2020, which means a decline of 43% from fiscal year 2019. Immigration attorney Yasser Sanchez explains why he believes so many migrants are awaiting hearings from shelters outside the U.S.
We are in the middle of a pandemic, and that's a valid reason to take security measures. But what we haven't seen is an administration use a national disaster like the one we're facing and in order to basically violate someone's due process or constitutional rights.
Though the current process of entering the U.S. has become more challenging for migrants like Martinez, she feels it is worth it to provide a better life for her children.
No podemos regresar a nuestro país porque hemos sido amenazadas allá donde estábamos y la verdad es que voy buscando lo mejor para mis hijos.
The DHS and DOJ recently announced a plan to resume removal hearings for migrants subject to the migrant protection protocols. The plan is heavily based on the public health criteria listed on the DHS website. Delaney White, Cronkite News. For more information about removal hearings, visit the DHS website at dhs.gov. Delaney White, Cronkite News.